Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will continue with our interview series on Git. We have already covered a very basic level interview questions in the previous video. In case you have missed it, please check it out from the top right corner of your screen. Today also we will see some more advanced questions, and in the end again we will have a couple of scenario based questions, so stay tuned. Now without any further delay, let's start. First question is, what is a branch in Git? A branch is a separate instance of main code where we can make changes without affecting the main code itself. We use branches to keep our work separate from other people's work or even sometimes from our own works. Why? Because it is possible that you might be working on multiple features at the same time. So, how you can separate the work of different features, that you can do using different branches. Now, let's try to understand branch with a simple example. Suppose you and your teammates are working on a project and you want to add a new feature or you want to code for a new feature, but you are not sure if your code will work correctly. So what you will do, you will create a new branch at first, which will be exactly same as the main code because you will be cloning the main code itself. And after that, you will make the changes, whatever changes are required as per the new feature. So you will make those changes in your branch without touching the main branch. So once the changes in your branch are completed and tested, and you are sure that your changes are working fine and as expected, then you can merge the branch back into the main branch. Next question is, how Git is different from other version control systems. Git differs from other version control systems in several ways. Let's discuss few important points. First one is distributed version control. It means that every developer has a copy of entire repository on their local machine. This allows developer to work independently and merge their changes later, which can be more efficient than working on a centralized version control system. After that, we have speed. Git is designed to be fast. Even with very large repositories, it uses some unique indexing systems to quickly locate and retrieve the files, which makes it well suited for large and complex projects. Git also offers branching and merging that makes it easy to work on multiple features or versions of a project at the same time. Branches in Git are lightweight and easy to create, and merging the changes is also pretty much straightforward. On top of all these features, Git is an open source project, which means that it is free to use and anyone can contribute to its development. The next question, which is being asked multiple times in the interview, is what is the difference between Git and GitHub? So, here, Git is a version control system that allows you to track the changes in your code over the time. GitHub, on the other hand, is a web-based hosting service for Git repositories. In short, we can say Git is a tool which you use for tracking the changes of your code, while GitHub is a service that allows you to use that particular tool and with some additional features where you can collaborate with others over the internet. Next question is, how do you merge the changes from one branch into another branch in Git? So with this, interviewer wants to know the complete flow of merging one branch into another branch. So you have to explain it in the steps. First, you have to make sure that you are in the branch you want to merge the changes into, or the target branch. You can switch to the branch using command git checkout and then branch name. For example, if you want to merge the changes into main branch, you can use command git checkout main. After that, you need to tell git which branch you want to merge the changes from. So now you need to mention the source branch. You can do this using the command git merge and name of the source branch. For example, if you want to merge the changes from branch called feature branch, you can use command git merge feature branch. Git will now try to merge the changes from source branch into the target branch. If there are no conflicts, the merge will be automatically completed. However, if there are conflicts between the two branches, Git will prompt you to resolve them manually. To resolve conflicts, you can use some text editors or Git tools to manually edit the conflicting files and choose which changes to keep. Once you have resolved all the conflicts, you can save the changes and commit them to complete the merge. And the next important question is, what is the difference between git pull and git fetch? Actually, if you see, both git pull and git fetch are git commands that are used to update your local repository with the changes from remote repository. However, there is a difference between these two commands. Let's start with git fetch. This command downloads the latest changes from the remote repository to your local repository, but it does not automatically merge them with your current branch. Instead, it stores the changes in a separate branch called fetch underscore head. You can review the changes using tools like gitdiff and then merge them manually using git merge command. So what it will do, it will not merge it, it will just download the changes from remote repository and store it in a separate branch. On the other hand, if you see git pull command, it also downloads the latest changes from remote repository, but it automatically merges them with your current branch as well. It's a combination of git fetch and git merge in a single command. If there are conflicts between the local and remote changes, Git will prompt you to resolve them manually. Git fetch can be useful if you want to review the changes before merging them, or if you want to keep your local changes separate from the remote changes. Another important question is, what is the difference between git reset and git revert? Both reset and revert are commands that allow you to undo the changes in your repositories. However, there are some differences between these two commands as well. Git reset command is used to reset the current branch to a specific commit. When you run git reset, git moves the current branch pointer to a specific commit which you have mentioned. And whatever changes were done after that, all those will be discarded and removed from the history. On the other hand, git revert will not point the current branch to any older commit, but it will create a new commit that undo the changes made by previous commit. This allows you to undo changes without erasing the commit history. So, depending on your requirement, you can opt for more feasible approach. Now let's try to understand a couple of scenario based questions. So first scenario that we have, suppose you're working on a feature branch that is based on an outdated version of main branch. What would you do to update your branch with the latest changes from main branch? In this scenario, we can use git merge command to merge the latest changes from main branch into our feature branch. First, we need to switch to the feature branch using git checkout command and then run git merge with the name of main branch. What it will do, it will merge the latest changes from remote main branch to our feature branch. And if there are any conflicts between these two branches, we need to resolve them manually using some text editor or IDE. The next scenario based question is, suppose you have accidentally deleted a file from your local repository, but the file is still available in the remote repository. What would you do to restore that deleted file? So in this case, you should use the git checkout command to restore the deleted file from remote repository. Specifically, we can run git checkout remote branch name and hyphen hyphen file path name. It will copy the file from remote repository to the local repository. After that, we can commit the changes to restore the file in the local repository as well. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning.